We are to find each of the shaded areas under the standard normal curve using a TI-84 calculator. We could use a TI-83 or 84, either would do. Round the answers to 4 decimal places. So we have this standard normal curve, and standard normal means that the mean will be 0 and the standard deviation will be 1. So we want to keep that in mind when we start to do the calculator functions. Now we have a z value of 1.03, and then we are to find this area that lies outside of that z value of 1.03. So we'll use the TI-83 or 84 calculator to do this. So we'll start by pushing second, and then go to variables or distributions. We want the normal CDF distribution, so we'll go down to 2 and then hit enter. And we are going to type in what the lower and upper values are. Now what the calculator will do is find the area under the normal curve between two z values. So we have to set what those z values are. Recall that practically all of the normal distribution lies within 3 standard deviations of the mean. So I'm going to put 1.03 for this lower value. And then for the upper value, I'm just going to put something like 100. Just some number larger than 3, significantly larger than 3. So that I capture all of the area in that tail. So then we'll come down and we'll hit paste. Now, not all TI-83 and 84 calculators have that menu that we just looked at. For some of the calculators, we'll hit that normal CDF function, and then there will be this order that things will need to be placed in. And that order will be the lower limit, the upper limit, the mean, and the standard deviation. And since this is a standardized normal distribution, the mean will be 0 and the standard deviation will be 1. And then we'll just hit enter. And we're going to find that area to be 0.1515. Part 2 says we are to find this shaded region here in the left tail up to a z value of minus 1.92. So we'll do the same thing. We'll go second distributions, and then we'll go to the normal CDF distribution, hit enter. Now this time our lower limit will be minus 100, and then our upper limit will be minus 1.92. Now we want to make sure that we use the correct negative value. We're not going to use the minus key, we're going to use the negative key. And then we leave the mean at 0, standard deviation at 1, and go down and hit paste. And again, if you're using a calculator that doesn't use that menu, then your order is going to be lower bound, so minus 100, upper bound, minus 1.92, and then mean and standard deviation 0 and 1. And we're going to have 0.0274. Now we're going to find the area between z equals minus 1.26 and z equals 0.64. So we'll do the same thing. Second distribution, normal CDF, negative 1.26 and 0.64. Paste. Again, lower limit, upper limit, mean, standard deviation. And we have 0.6351. Now this one will be a little bit trickier because what we're going to do is find this area that isn't shaded. Since the calculator will do that, it'll find the area between two z values, and then we'll subtract that from 1. Because what we have to remember is that The area under the entire distribution is 1, or 100%. So we'll do the same thing. Second distributions, normal CDF. Now our lower will be 0.32 and our upper will be 1.32. Leave the mean at 0, standard deviation at 1, paste, enter, and we have 0.2811. Now that is the area that is not shaded. We need the area that is shaded. So we're going to subtract that value from 1. So the result then is going to be 0.7190.